Hello, beautiful people. My name is Noa Lakshmi, and I'm here to elevate humanity for a better world. Yes, we are doing it together one by one, and thank you so much for joining me. Before I dive into this week's update, what I like to see as the cosmic forecast weather, if you are interested in knowing more about me, then please check out my website, noalakshmi.com. I do not only astrology and personal readings if you're interested to look at your own birth chart and see what's going on and take you on the journey of your soul. I also do transformational work with people, helping people upgrade their life, taking their health, their well-being, and their radiance inside and out to the next level. And if this is something that you are intrigued by or would like to know more, check out my website, noalakshmi.com. You can always sign up for my newsletter as well, and we can be in touch. All right, so we are at this last week of, Sun in Scorpio. And I've got to say, and my sun is in Scorpio. I celebrate my birthday a few days ago. And I cannot wait for this Scorpio to be over. Yes, this is really, I'm saying it, and I love Scorpio. It's been a heck of a ride the last few weeks, right? The thing with Scorpio is, and I'm so accustomed to this energy of transformation and death and rebirth, and that's what Scorpio represents. And it's like this phoenix rising up from the ashes. But with some other aspects that we have going on in the astrology, there's definitely a lot of past that is coming up to the surface, which is great. Past patterns perhaps may present themselves to you. A lot of things that have been even unconscious that are coming up to the surface to be transmuted, because that's what Scorpio is all about. So just pay attention to that, the things that are coming up for you right now that you might think, oh, I think I've dealt with it. I thought I dealt with it, but now it's here again. So my invitation to you is watch how you are responding to whatever it is that is coming up. Old behaviors, old patterns, old reactions, old choices maybe that you know are not really the choices that you want to make. Instead of judging yourself for making those choices or beating yourself up or getting upset about yourself and other people as well, we can change the pattern just by changing the way we respond to it. So this is life, it's an ongoing journey, and it's like a spiral, right? And you might think, oh, I dealt with something, and all of a sudden a year later, or sometimes it can be even years later, it comes up again. So the newness is your choice of how are you going to respond to it. And that's where the power that we might need to dig a little bit deeper these days, because it can feel chaotic. It feels like I'm losing my mind kind of thing. There's like almost a feeling of insanity. Then don't panic and find more compassion. We having the planet Neptune that is gonna go direct. It's been in retrograde for a few months now, and it's going direct on the 19th. So today is Wednesday, November 16th, and in about 3 days, Neptune is gonna station, the planet Neptune is gonna station and then go direct. And Neptune is associated with everything I just talked about, the old patterns, the past. And it's the past because it's connected to the south node of the moon. So that's why there can be some subconscious, because that's what Neptune rules, subconscious, unconscious behaviors that might come up, patterns, escapism, things that we use to escape, to numb, to sedate ourselves. That's all Neptune kind of energy, and it's connected to the south node of the moon still. So that's why there's a bit more of an emphasis when it comes to things from the past, things that we really need to release or want to release. But however, releasing it through compassion, and that's another thing that Neptune very much represents, it's compassion, and it's this unconditional love that we are, as humans, doing our best to develop, and this unconditional love for ourselves. And that means every single aspect, including the shadows, including the things that we might want to keep as secret. That's like the Scorpio energy, and we are being asked to bring it all up to the surface, to not hide anything, that nothing needs to remain as secrecy, and allow other people to support you in the process if need to, and for you to do the same for other people. And this is something that I want to talk about also, with this maybe chaotic feeling, and you might feeling like you're losing your mind, or things from the past are coming up, and it can feel like the ground is shaky a little bit. That's another thing with Neptune, and when Neptune is about to change gears, we can just feel the energy of that planet itself manifesting within our own lives. So it's just a temporary phase until the planet picks back up on its normal speed. The ground might feel shaky. And with Venus that moved into the sign of Capricorn last week, Capricorn is grounded. Capricorn is the mature, responsible. Venus rules our relationships, or she's associated with our relationships, with love, projects, money. To keep it in the lines of connections and relationships, Venus in the sign of Capricorn, if you are feeling like the ground is shaky, those connections right now with people that make you feel grounded, or the connections that are just, they're just solid, right? You've got those connections in your life that feel super solid, that bring you back to center or help you to come back to center. Connections that are built on integrity, connections that are built on some sense of maturity and responsibility, to the degree of knowing that this connection, this friendship, this relationship is for a greater cause, is for a bigger picture. And really surround yourself with people that you feel this way. And it's important to stay grounded right now, because we also have Mars that moved Mars moved to Aquarius, the sign of Aquarius, last week as well. And that's another thing. We had all of our personal planets, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, moving to new signs last week. So when that happens, we can just feel this, like, regardless if you know astrology or not, it has nothing to do with astrology. It's just like tuning in to yourself, and everything is connected at the end of the day. So with all those changes happening within our personal planets, we can feel that within ourselves. There's like a lot of changing. Things from the past are coming up, seeing how we are moving forward. There's a lot of completion happening, and this is like a theme throughout this year. I think I said it pretty much every month for the past 6 months. We've got this theme of completion. A lot of things are being completed, cycles that are coming up to completion, karmic cycles within yourself, in our relationships, and also as humanity and on the planet. We know we've got karma as humanity as well. So a lot of things are coming to completion, cycles that are finishing. So again, being grounded is really important, because Mars in Aquarius is like the radical, revolutionary, let's do things differently, which is great. And Mars rules our will and our willpower and ability to move forward, and the need and the desire to move forward and to conquer and to penetrate and to do things. And in the sign of Aquarius, there's like a call from the universe to definitely do things differently, and to think outside the box, and maybe take actions that are out of the ordinary for you in your own personal life. And you know, that is very exciting. Mars in Aquarius is very exciting. Nevertheless, it can feel a bit scary, because it's the unexpected, it's the unpredictable. You don't necessarily know what it is, but you might feel the urge to do things differently and to try something new, maybe go somewhere else you've never been to, have radical ideas, and again, all exciting, and that can be scary. So the ground can feel shaky, and maybe uncertainty, because when we don't see it clearly, there's uncertainty, then that can bring fear. So I want to encourage you to get grounded within yourself. Surround yourself with people that you feel grounded, that the relationships, the connections are grounded. And the last thing is that we are having the sun moving into the sign of Sagittarius on the 21st of November in 5 days. So we ending this last week of Scorpio, which can feel even more intense. And we're looking at the last few degrees of Scorpio, which is the most intense and can feel the darkest. Because, I'm a Scorpio, love Scorpios, but there's a fair amount of darkness that comes with it. And that's where the power, though, one of the powers of Scorpio is the alchemist, is taking the shadows and turning it into light. So we can be in the thick of it in the next few days, in this last week of Scorpio, moving into Sagittarius on the 21st, into this optimism, and things are going to open up more. And there's a lot of growth that is being offered to us from going through all the shadows and all the fears and all the what feels like insanity. And another thing with Sagittarius is truth. So to get really grounded right now, to not lose yourself with everything that is going on, and we're still feeling the waves and the effects and the collective of the chaos and the fear with the politics here in the United States, and people are freaking out and really get sucked into whatever is being broadcast by the media. And just like I said last week, I want to encourage you to not get lost in that, but you want to be the light. You want to be that anchor. You want to be that change that we wish to see in the world. That is Mars in Aquarius. It's time to do things differently, not just get fed by the media, newspapers, internet. You can get so lost in that, and it can be addictive too, because that's exactly what whoever they is. But let's say other forces that are wanting us to be in that state of fear, in that state of delusion, in that state of powerless and complete division. So I want to invite you again to stand in your own truth. That's the sun in Sagittarius that we're gonna have in a few days. Stand in your own truth. Those are your new horizons that can only be determined by you. You've got that internal guidance system. That's your inner teacher, your inner guru. Nobody else outside of you can tell you who you are, where to go, what is your truth, what is right, what is not right. It's your job to find all that. That's where your power is. So in this last few days of Scorpio, have the courage and dive a little bit deeper. Don't be afraid of any darkness, any shadows. No need to keep anything hidden in the closet in secrecy. Let people help you if you need to. Let people support you. Support other people if that is necessary. And coming together is very important right now. Very important, and especially with Venus in Capricorn. Again, those connections, relationships that are so grounded and rooted in integrity, maturity, responsibility, for us to really understand and see that us coming together is for a larger cause. It's a bigger picture and not just fulfilling any egoic desires. So it's just up to us to do things differently if we want to see a different state in the world, if you really want to experience real change. Okay, so that is my message to you, for you today, and thank you so much for watching. If you are liking these videos, then please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up, everything helps. Leave a comment. I really appreciate the support, and it does help a lot in my work and what it is that I'm here to do. And definitely, if you feel like other people can benefit from this message, then please share the videos. Again, truly appreciate that. If you are interested in a personal reading to learn more about me and my work, taking your life, your health, your well-being to the next level and upgrading every single area of your life, then please find me on my website, noalakshmi.com, and I would love to talk to you and see how I can be of service. And I hope this video helped you. I am here to serve. You stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Sat Nam.